Hi everyone, it's Liz Hayes, half of We Are KMB from Karma's My Bitch podcast. So I have another spirituality question or something that's related to spirituality, and I believe that this is a question that a lot of people have wondered about whether they've expressed it out loud or not. And it's, can I still be toxic while practicing spirituality? And I think that the toxicity it's in a couple of ways, so we'll break it down. So when I first understood the question, before it was clarified, it was, can I still do drugs or get high or whatever while I'm being spiritual? And the short answer is yes, of course you can. You are free to do whatever you want. You are your own person. I do not believe that there need to be rules around how we practice our spirituality. If you want to get high and then meditate, that's your choice. As somebody who uses and sources and channels spirit and connects people with their guides, it would not work for me because I would need a lot more clarity. But if it's for yourself, do whatever it is that you really want to do. Now, that said, what's important though is that if you do decide to partake and then connect, what you are doing though is leaving yourself open to not be as discerning if you choose to sort of be spiritual while you're high. Now, some people like that because they like the sense of inhibition. They like feeling very open. They feel that they receive more information that way because they don't have that many blocks, right? Things are just so much more open that way. And that's very true. And that sense of connection can feel very powerful. And you can always assume that whatever you're receiving must be great because it feels great. It sounds great. But when you are intoxicated, sometimes really, I think, the only risk, if you will, or what to be cautious around is being very clear about with whom or what you're communicating, as opposed to just assuming that everything is light. And that's not about fear. It's just the reality is that when you are trying to connect to something that is literally not in front of you, right, that you can sort of see and touch and feel, you need, it's really helpful to have a great deal of grounding. And when you're high, you're not so grounded, right? And so that's really the choice you make is, if I'm going to choose to practice my spirituality, however, and try to get information, yet I'm somehow inebriated or intoxicated in that process, can I be clear about what it is I'm receiving? And will that affect my level of accuracy? Maybe it doesn't matter because it's just for yourself. But if this is something that I plan to take to others or to use to help others, then perhaps, get your information and then go and partake. But again, to me, everything's a choice. You're free to do whatever it is you want to do. And that goes with spirituality. There are no rules when it comes to how you choose to connect to spirit or how you choose to connect to yourself.